All right, here we go. All right, so what's up, guys? So we're out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all you guys to simply sit back, watch, and admire, and enjoy. As you had a little bit of a laugh there because we are making it right through the uncomfort. Right, I have a huge headache right now, but pretty much I don't care, right? Because I care more about my fitness, right? Having a healthy habit. And you know, for you, you may be wondering about that, right? So, you know, don't worry, because we are gonna give you 4 tips in regards to developing those healthy habits. And you know, without further ado, we are gonna go into tip number 1, and this tip is in response or in regards to how you prepare your food, not necessarily what's in it, but what you do to get that food into your body. And you know, there's a variety of different ways, right? You can prepare it, you can eat it raw, you can overcook it, under whatever. You can get it at a restaurant, you can get it in the fast food drive-through. But throughout the different ways that you decide to have your food prepared, right, because it's ultimately your choice, right, to say otherwise, you know, it's foolish, right? It's within your control. And in regards to having healthy habits, you want to be able to know how to cook and prepare their own food, because so many people are lazy, right? They don't want to cook, right? They want to have somebody else make the food for them, right? And that at that very base level, really, no matter where you're getting it from, the food, you know, you're leaving yourself susceptible, you know, to other people not having the best intentions for you, right? Because you may have somebody cooking your food that's just there to collect a paycheck and leave, right? They're just there really to do their job. That's it. They really don't care so much about you, right? And that's okay. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. But if you're someone that wants to have a healthy body and lifestyle, you really have to avoid that, right? Avoid putting yourself at risk for that, because you are ultimately playing the lottery every time you eat, right? Whether or not the food is prepared the right way or the wrong way, right? Because sometimes when other people prepare foods, they could throw a bunch of extra sugar, a bunch of extra oils and fatty ingredients, which may make the food taste really good, right? Maybe you're deceiving, but in the end, if you're trying to develop healthy habits, you know, are going to be slowing yourself down by not making your own food. So when it comes down to you making it, you have every idea what's going in there, right? So after you put the chicken and the pasta and the salt and I don't know how you call those things, seasonings, right? You have every idea which ones you use and how much you put in there, right? That information is hard to retrieve from someone else cooking it, right? A chef or someone simply in the fast food line preparing your meal, right? They may, you know, essentially, like we said before, have put too much salt, too much sugar, too many ingredients, or too little, and it will be bad, right? It can rob you of the nutrients that you are supposed to get. And even, rumor has it, at certain places, you know, the food is designed to fill you up faster, especially at buffets, right? And another thing too, that's like really bad. Do you really want to put something in your body, you know, that's designed to make you feel bloated and full when you're not really are, right? Because being full isn't necessarily about, eating till you can't no more. It's about getting the right nutrients. And, tip number 2 is gonna boil down to the vitamins. Healthy people take their vitamins. Very few healthy people don't, or at least are getting it from somewhere. And I'll tell you that getting those vitamins from food and sometimes drinks alone is a lot harder than simply going and taking the pills for the vitamins, right, or what other way you take it. And even then, if you're already getting the food, the nutrients from the food, and you decide to take those vitamins, you're only getting more, right? It's not so bad to have too much vitamins, right? Especially when you compare it to being vitamin deficient, right? You open yourself up to get all kinds of different illnesses and, things where you feel lack of energy, lack of drive, even depression, right? All these things, bad ailments have been linked to simple vitamin deficiencies. So if you are taking your vitamins, you're gonna feel energized, you're gonna feel awesome. You're not gonna overeat so much, right? And fall susceptible to these unhealthy habits, because your healthy habit of having the ability to take your vitamins is going to overtake that, defeat it, right? Knock it out. So do that, right? Take your vitamins and you will be on your way to becoming healthy. And tip number 3, you know the deal. What are we doing out here? We are exercising, right? Because in order to be healthy, you're gonna be active in whatever it is that you are doing, right? It doesn't necessarily mean having to go to the gym and pick up super heavy weights, or coming out here and running, or like me, running and juggling, right? You can simply be walking on your way to your office, right? Why have to always get into a car and drive there when you can either walk or bike to your office? Or, right, instead of taking the elevator, why not take the stairs, right? So many people complain that they don't have time to exercise, but they don't realize the options they have in front of them, right? To make those healthy choices in regards to getting moving and being active. And because you don't necessarily have to go out of your way and go for a run or go to the gym, but you can mix in the exercise within your daily routine, right? Why, simply sit and read a book when you could walk around your neighborhood and listen to the book or even a podcast. Same information, same knowledge, but you're adding so much more calories being spent and burned, right? So much better for you. You're killing essentially two birds with one stone, by the old saying as it goes. And for you, the 4th tip in regards to having healthy habits is, in particular, of a healthy individual, is to think long term. So many people are so obsessed with short term gain, right? Get super drunk and black out today, but then they don't realize tomorrow they're gonna wake up feeling like crap. They're not gonna be able to be as productive as they were before, right? The likelihood of them going to the gym the next day and getting the awesome workout that they would if they were sober diminishes, right? It goes down. Or quite frankly, they may not even go to the gym at all, right? It can be very tempting. So, the way to go over that or overcome it is to think long term. I think instead of, for the next 30 minutes to an hour, how can you have fun? Why not think about how you can benefit your body, right? 7 days ahead, weeks, months, even years, right? If you're able to think years ahead for your actions today, you are going to be setting yourself up for awesomeness, awesome success and achievements, right? In regards to getting healthy, right? Getting optimal performance in that area. So really think about that. And without further ado, we have 4 ways to develop those healthy habits. So as always, we say thank you very much and goodbye.